Hello, everybody. Today we'll be discussing our MFA phishing scenarios, how to preview the different templates, and how to launch a MFA phishing campaign. These steps are also applicable if we are launching a MFA smishing campaign as well. Let's begin. For our example today, we'll be launching a MFA phishing simulation. First, what we're going to do is go into our phishing scenarios page. And next, we're going to go over to our filters here. And we're going to select MFA. This way we have all of our MFA scenarios present on our scenarios page to review for our campaign launch. We'll go ahead and select a template to preview. If we want to preview any of these templates, we can go under More Actions and hit Preview. On our preview page, we can see the email template that the end user will receive. Then we can also preview our landing page that the end user will interact with and enter their login credentials. Once they click Sign In, they will receive a randomly generated MFA code as defined by this merge tag here from this sender phone number. If you'd like to change either the sender phone number or the MFA verification code text message, we'll go to any given scenario that we'd like to edit. If it's a system template, we'll have to duplicate it. If it's a template that we created, we will be able to go ahead and edit that template. Since this is a system template, we'll have to duplicate it to make our edits. Scroll over to the next page where we'll have our email template already selected. We'll then go to the landing page that we've selected, and we can go to MFA settings on the preview. And here we can also change the sender phone number to a different phone number that we'd like to use. We can also change the verification message that the end user will see when receiving the MFA code. Once we configured our settings on this page, we'll go ahead and click Next, and we'll go ahead and click Save. And since we duplicated the system template, we can now see our changes reflected in the copy that we've created, and we can verify those changes by previewing our scenario, going to the landing page preview in the MFA settings where we'll see our new sender phone number. And if we change the verification message, we'll see those changes there as well. If we want to launch any of these campaigns, we can fast launch our campaign here by selecting any of the scenarios that we want to fast launch. At this point, we would just select the target user group that we are going to launch this to in the distribution settings and click Send. We can also set up our phishing MFA campaign via our campaign manager. This gives us more controls to the different campaign features that we have available. On this page, we can see a preview of all the other campaigns that we've launched previously. And if we want to launch a new campaign, we'll click Add New. We'll go ahead and name our campaign. And we can define the tracking duration for how long we want to gather data to build a report from this campaign launch. We can also mark this as a test to exclude this campaign from any of our holistic advanced reports. We can also select multiple scenarios to launch within our campaign, and we can mix and match between click-only, data submission, attachment, and MFA. But for our use case, we will stick with MFA. We can once again preview the templates that we want to launch here on this page. And while we can select multiple scenarios for our demonstration, we're going to go ahead and select one scenario. And on this page, we can preview the email template, the landing page. We can also assign training from our content marketplace on this page. So once the end user fails the simulation, they will receive the training to complete as a remedial action. We'll select the target group that we want to launch this campaign out to. We do have multi-tenancy options available, so while we can launch this to our target groups underneath our master tenant space here, we also have our sub-tenant target groups available as well to launch the campaign. Click Next. We'll configure our email delivery settings where we can select our SMTP or utilize direct email creation. We can select the frequency that this campaign will launch. Since we're launching a single scenario, we will stay with one time. And we can enable delivery based on time zone. Under distribution settings, we'll send this email when the campaign starts, or we can launch this campaign today, but define the days and hours that the campaign will launch. We can also configure the sending limit, how many emails will go out in a batch, and how often are we delaying those batches. On our summary page, we'll be able to see the campaign info that we've selected while creating this campaign. We can also preview the target group that we're sending this campaign to, as well as the scenarios that we're launching. We will also be able to see a preview of the training that we selected as well. Once everything looks good here, we'll go ahead and click launch. And as you can see, that campaign has now officially been launched. If you want to access our individual campaign reports, we'll go ahead and click on this instance. Right now, this campaign is currently running. We can go under our actions and click view report. On our campaign report, we can see the following widgets on the campaign summary page. We can see users that have not responded, users that have opened this email, users that submitted data, as well as users that submitted the MFA code. We can also see a breakdown of this information to see we can also see more detailed information with these tabs up here, and we can see exactly who opened the email, who clicked the link, and of course, who submitted the MFA code. We can also see users that have submitted data on the landing page, users that haven't responded or interacted with the campaign, users that have reported the email, and then a sending report of all the users that have received the campaign. This concludes our tutorial for MFA phishing campaigns. If we want to launch these campaigns within our Smishing simulator, it is the exact same process. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.